How can the architecture of a treatment facility encourage the spiritual awakening necessary to recover from addiction? I've seen firsthand the neglect of spirituality as an instrument of recovery. This is a secular pattern that reverberates through hospitals, courtrooms, and rehabs throughout the state. Yet the spiritually centered method of a 12-step program was the only platform effective in guiding me and millions of others towards long-term sobriety. The core of every 12-step program proliferates from the method established by Alcoholics Anonymous, a method that suggests meditation and conscious contact with a power greater than ourselves as the vehicle of spiritual awakening. It is through this spiritual awakening that addicts and alcoholics truly recover. If we're seeking recovery, then we've demonstrated that we could not manage our own lives. Life run on self-will left us spiritually, morally, and perhaps financially bankrupt. Spirit helps us grapple with the reality that we're not always in control of our own lives. At a certain level, we must surrender and learn to trust a power greater than ourselves. It is this trust that establishes a foothold in spirituality, allowing us the first step into recovery. We have the power to let this energy manifest into positive action. In order to avoid exclusionism, it's important we make the distinction between spirituality and religion. Spirituality is not synonymous with any set religious ideology. Spirituality does not demand that we adhere to a specific moral dogma. It doesn't care about our social status, gender, sexual orientation, or religious upbringing. It doesn't depend on followers, donations, masses, or services. For the sake of addiction recovery, it's not necessary that we adhere to any one conception. In fact, for a 12-step program to work most effectively, we ought to develop a personalized meaning of spirituality. So, how will a building encourage a spiritual awakening? Let's start with a refined vocabulary of spirituality and discover the architectural form each element will take. I suggest 3 forms of connection: self-connection, the connection to community and camaraderie, and the divine connection. Self-connection describes space for individual contemplation and meditation. This may take the form of a labyrinth or experiential pathway through buildings or gardens. These spaces should reflect a quiet, peaceful atmosphere, private in nature, but free of isolationism. The site conditions were also considered carefully. A rehab should be located in an area removed from the urban context, not only for the practical implications of removing it from bars and nightclubs, but also to immerse the occupant in nature. After surveying a number of sites, I settled on a site in Waterbury, Vermont, just south of Little River State Park, on what is currently state-owned land. The site presents a number of opportunities, considering a steep grade facing south and east, water elements in the form of tributaries and Waterbury Reservoir, as well as opportunities for immersion in nature and passive solar gain.